everybody to the journey. It takes a lot to do this. As you come in, I should have muted all mics. Just mute yourself as you come in.
I don't
And
know. Come up and look. I'm in a Zoom. Yeah, this door should be open. Yeah, but look in one of the drawers in the cabinet in my area. That's the only place it would be.
okay. So I just muted everybody. Okay. As y'all are coming in, if you come in, just mute yourself because you will be recorded and everybody can hear your conversations. Again, welcome. I hope everyone can hear me well. It's been a good, well, not gonna lie, y'all. It's been kind of a hectic day. It's been pretty hectic and chaotic. I've been running all over the place trying to take care of last minute things, but we are here. So let's start with that. Give yourself a big up, congratulate yourself. We're here. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like we're doing it. Doing the work. It's not easy to do work on yourself. It's very easy to point out where other people need to work on themselves or what needs to change over there. But to look within is not easy. So I want to prepare you guys. First off, today you do not have to be in your white yet. I hope y'all did get that message where it said do not go into white until after the session. Okay, because there's a few tips, few things that I forgot to mention. So number one, before you start this journey, if you're on your cycle, you will not be able to go into white. Duh, you're not going to be walking around in all white. Okay, so if you're on your cycle, you can still spiritually cleanse, but you will not be able to do the bath, the full cleansing, but you can still cleanse the inner. Okay. And you can still cleanse your aura and work on the aura without doing the whole bath. But yeah, you won't get that rebirth experience until you can really sit in the bath. And that's really what the first day of the cleansing is about. So I want to do some quick rule reminders. You do wear, okay, some questions I had were about how often do you wear white? Yes, you will wear white. Well, you're supposed to wear white or light colors for those 7 days, nothing dark. Okay. White is to represent a new beginning, a fresh start. Okay. When you leave your house, cover your head. Your head should be covered. You have to really think of yourself going through this process as a baby. Would you take a baby out into the cold with their head just out there? No. So you have to make sure your head is covered. You going through this cleansing, you're going to be in a very vulnerable energy because you're opening up to light energies. You're also activating your energy centers, and so you'll be open. That is why your head has to be covered. Okay. You don't want everything in a mother jumping in to your vibration while you're trying to clear it. So when you're home, you can remove the head covering, it's fine. But when you go out, you have to put it on. If you have guests come to your home that are not family, wrap that head back up, okay? Think of it like a baby. Even some babies, you won't let family come around with that baby being exposed. So treat yourself like a baby this week, all right? So yeah, you can't curse. These are things that are staple in the cleansing, but I say you tailor your cleansing to fit you. If you want to do the steam cleansing, which is what I'm offering, you can always take these lessons and I'm going to do this when I'm ready. I'll be ready to do that in December in full or whatever. But you will completely know how to do this for yourself whenever you feel like I need to clear my energy. So no cursing, no yelling. Babies don't yell and curse. They might cry a little bit, so you're all going to experience that. And screaming and crying and that type of yelling, but not really, you're not going to be spazzing on people and yelling. You're supposed to, you're a newborn. So you don't want that, you don't want old, nasty energy coming back in. There's no sex, that's a given. Your baby, what baby is sexually active? I'm suggesting you can try to avoid unhealthy foods. That's not a big that's not a mandatory. For spiritual cleansing, you can still eat what you want to eat. This ain't a diet. But if you want to also clear from the inside too, then I suggest at least once a day eat a fruit snack. Switch a snack up for a fruit, all right, or something to that extent. So you're cleaning out your body. Or take a vitamin or colon cleanser, something to clean your insides out so you are really feeling refreshed. All right, because junk food makes you heavy and you want to feel light this week. Make sure not forgetting anything. Oh, smoking, drinking, drugs of any sorts, you don't do that during a spiritual cleansing. However, if you take certain you have certain drugs you have to take for medical reasons, that's fine. But if you're taking anything or you're drinking anything and it's an addiction, like even if you wanted to, you feel like you couldn't stop, this week you are supposed to try to take those steps. So I have my avoid addictions, and that could be addictions to junk food, anything. My avoid addiction tool is a workout, and I'll send that link. These links are going to go out either this evening with this link for this recording or tomorrow morning. But it's going to tell you about how you can shift your focus. It'll give you a video to shift it when you feel like something's calling you. And it could be a focus shifter when you feel like somebody's trying you. Trust me, as you go into your as you go on this journey, you're gonna run into tests. I can tell y'all probably the first 2 times I did a spiritual cleansing, I got into an argument both of those times with a person threatened me. And I had to really try to be calm, like, oh, I'm cleansing right now. I don't, I'm not with that energy. They're like, I don't care what you doing. I'm a this, that to you. And if you do this, so girl, ladies, you will be tried, okay? Because it's a journey. And what are you learning if it's easy? If you just go through it, la 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 la, I'm cleansed. No, it's not that easy. You still have vibrations that you have to cut off, people that are attached to your vibe that you have to kind of cut off. So I don't know why she can't get in. I'm sorry. One of the sisters is having an issue getting in. I don't know why she can't get in. Um, but yeah, I'll look into that. I'll send her the recording if necessary. So anyway, that's pretty much the rules. Let me just check, make sure I don't forget anything. Now, I would suggest either before each session this week or after each session, you do a re-bath. That means the same thing I tell y'all to prep for your bath tonight. You do the same thing each night. Even if it's not the same whole process, just a rewashing for those 7 days, okay? Trust me, it will feel good at the end of each day. So how to use this week to your fullest. I'm going to give a general reading right now. And for the collective, for everybody. And I'm going to do that each day. There'll be a general read just so you can see how to use the energies best for the coming day. So this read is going to let you know how you can really use the spiritual cleansing that you're about to start tonight for most of you, how you can use it to the best of your ability. And even if you're not doing the bath tonight, this reading is meant to give you some guidance, okay, through the week. So let me grab my cards, my table. So I'm using the guardian angel messages. Today, you don't have to worry about answering any questions. I probably will be trying to get y'all to talk though tomorrow. Today, I really just want to guide y'all through, get you ready, and so you know what to expect tonight. And that way, if anybody's like nervous or weary, you go forward feeling, I'm good, I can do this. All right. So after I do this general read, I'm going to go to what I call the ceremony before the cleansing bath, the things that we're going to do to prepare. Okay. So let's do a quick general assessment. And these cards are steaming to come out there, like flipping out my hands. The first card on top just flipped over. It says renewal. That is perfect. I'm going to take that as that was meant for us to see. So renewal jumped out. It says reflection, self-evaluation, and rebirth. That's literally what this week is about. Self-evaluation and rebirth. So I'm going to leave that as the main focus. I'm going to pull y'all 3 more cards to give you an idea of where to focus your energy. So you already know you want to really be taking a look at yourself this week. Self-evaluation is important. Reflecting, really looking at yourself. That's why having a journal is going to be important to record what you are noticing and seeing. All right. So let me pull 3 more cards. We have the Magician. So be ready this week. You're going to be manifesting. Manifesting energy is going to be very strong this week for you guys, okay? Things that you want to make happen, you can this week. You're being prepared even to bring these things into fruition afterwards. So that is one of the great ways you can use this week is to start to set your intentions on things you want to bring into your life. We have justice, fairness. So this week is also going to be about clearing karmic debts. Any past lifetime debts you may have, any debts in this lifetime that you may have, so that things can balance out and you can start to get your justice. You can start to get the things that you deserve. You know, sometimes karma can hold you back and you might feel like I've been doing so much. I do so much for people. Like, when am I getting mine? And I don't do for people expecting to get something, but like, come on, God. Yes, we all get to that point. And getting the justice card this week is saying that things are going to balance out. You're going to start to feel like, okay, some fairness is coming into my life now. However, you are going to have to realize where you have karmic ties this week. Who's in your life because maybe you owe them from another lifetime? Who's here in your life because you owe them in this lifetime? Or, you know, whatever the dynamics may be. You may even discover through some of the readings this week that people you always find yourself helping, maybe in another lifetime they were always helping you, you know, so it starts to make sense. All right. And lastly, this week we have, these cards are so in sync, release. Endings, transformation, and freedom. This is the death card in traditional tarot, which means a full transformation. And that is very interesting because tomorrow is focusing on releasing and cutting cords. So this is a good week for ending things, for going through transformations, and just freeing yourself from stuff that held you down. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the 7 of Wands. So they're letting you know there can be some challenges this week. All right. But you have got to be resistant and stand your ground. So when people are challenging you in your light, you have to stay in your light. If people are trying to question what you're doing, why you got that right on? You have to stand your ground. If anybody's trying to get you to lose your temper, you're going to have to stand your ground and nope, I'm not going there, and woosah. Okay, this is going to be it, and it's at the bottom of the deck. So it's like a little underlying challenge there is standing your ground and staying on your path during your journey. All right. So, I don't want to hold you guys all night today. So for the rest of the week, it will probably be at least 45 minutes to an hour long. Today, I didn't really want to do a whole hour, but you know, things happen. You know, I go with the flow, really. But so the ceremony before the cleansing bath, very important. So what I want you guys to do, and you could do this now, or you could do it when you are getting ready to get into your bath or before. Take out a journal, a notebook, a piece of paper. I want you to write 5 things about yourself. 5 because it's the number of transitioning, the number of change and transforming something. It takes usually 5 days, 5 weeks. 5 is the number of getting something to change. So I want you to write down 5 things you would like to change within you. This is self-evaluation. 5 things that you, if you could change them in these 7 days, you would do it. And off the top of my dome, what would be my 5 things I would want to change? And trust, I will ask some of you tomorrow if you want to share some of your stuff, but you don't have to. But I'm the host, so I'm the sharer as the guy. But so 5 things I might want to change about me is one, overachiever. I do want to start to recognize when I've accomplished something and be satisfied and content enough not to feel like, okay, what next, what next, what next? And if you watch me often, you'll realize like she always doing something. That's the overachiever. And I want that to come down. But also, as you write your 5 things, I want you next to them to also make a note if there is a trigger. Where do you think this trait stems from? So for me, overachiever stems from trying to please my father and just wanting him to be proud and always feeling like if I tell him I did this, it was like, oh, that's great, but you could have been doing that. And not meaning to knock me down, but that's what it did as a child. So, and you all are going to face your inner child this week too. That's a challenge. But I had to tap into my inner child and realize that's where my overachieving comes from. That desire to finally hit a goal and feel like I did it. I've made it, and but always feeling like you're just not there yet. So that's one of the things I would like to change. I'm not going to go through my whole list because I do want to meditate on it more, but that's probably my number one thing I need to transform within myself is the need to feel successful in the eyes of someone else. That's what that overachiever becomes. It goes beyond the parent and starts to be, you're looking for that validation from other people. Okay, so I want y'all to really do some self-evaluating. You can even write it now if you already know 5 things you would like to transform in yourself or change this week. After you do that, I want you to write 5 things to release. And this can be people. 5 things or people that you want to release or you just feel you have to. Sometimes you got to release things and people you don't really want to. So I don't want to say want to, but you have to because it's just not fitting your energy. And even, and sometimes, and I'm going to tell you this, when it comes to people, sometimes people mean well. They don't really come into your life thinking I'm draining him or her. I'm aggravating him or her. I'm making him or her feel a certain way. But sometimes the vibrations, the energies don't mesh. Whether you believe in it or not, a lot of times karma from past lifetimes can affect a relationship. Sometimes two people will come together and be like, she was nice to me, but I don't like her. And the other person say the same thing, like she was cool, but I don't like her either. I don't know what it is. And it'll be something from another time that maybe it's triggering a memory. Like, I don't like this person. Something about them, fool got in. So the objective is to really think about people that may be toxic in your energy, maybe things you could be doing that could also be an issue. Sorry, I'm shaking the camera. So if you want to release addiction, if you want to release X, if you want to release a job that you feel stuck in, things like that. And you can also release vibes. If you want to release a negative vibe, maybe you feel like there's a negative vibe that hangs around you. All of that, write it down. 5 things you want to release. So you got 5 things you want to change about you and 5 things you want to release. The last thing in the journal is 5 things you want to achieve. That's the last thing for tonight. 5 things you want to achieve. And this doesn't have to be in this week. 5 goals. It could just be overall goals. because sometime this week you will visualize on bringing at least one into fruition. And the reason why I say 5 things you want to achieve is because you are in, I mean, our cards just show we're in a manifesting energy this week. So this is a good week to manifest, okay? To transform, to manifest, and to release. And so for that reason, while you're clearing out your energy, it's always good to put out into the universe what you want. Okay. And a lot of times, light workers, we don't request what we want until we hit rock bottom. And we have to stop doing that. A lot of times we'll struggle and strain and struggle and strain and stress out. And oh my God, I'm stressed, I'm stressed, I'm stressed. And then we'll be like, oh my God, I need help. Like, God, what is happening? Ancestors, whatever. But by then you have your wits end. And the objective is not to let yourself get to the point where you're at your wits end. We are going to be cleansing this week, and this is a good week to, with clarity, express where you need assistance in achieving a goal from your guidance team. All right, so continuing in the ceremony before the cleansing bath, the next thing you would do, and this is optional, take a quick selfie. I want you to see yourself as you are prior to the end of the week, where you'll be prompted to take another one. And I want you to compare, because there will be a contrast. You may see you look brighter and lighter by the end of the 7 days. Maybe you might even feel like your face has changed. Maybe you'll feel like you lost weight, you put on some. Whatever the case may be, I want you to see the transformation. So that's an option. You don't have to do that. It's not like the selfies are going to be posted on Facebook unless you want to show, hey, I went through a spiritual journey, and this is before, and this is me now. Bam. You know, that's up to you. Next thing, so this is step 3. Set your whites aside before the bath. Have everything prepared. Whatever you're going to put on when you get out should already be laid out. Everything. Socks, whatever. Cover your feet when you get out the tub. When you get out the bath, you should really cover up as if you're about to go outside. Put something on your bottom, put something on top, socks on your feet, wrap your hair up or your head up, and you can go to bed, or you could meditate, or you could do whatever you want to do. I would suggest maybe a quick little prayer, gratitude. This week, all prayers are going to be gratitude prayers. That's another thing. If you're doing prayers this week, no begging. We're not doing, Lord, please help me make it through this cleansing prayers. No, we're going to be doing, thank you so much for guiding me to this journey, and the women who are a part of it, because it's all women. And you know, I'm grateful for this and what it's going to take me to, or talk to your ancestors before you go to bed. Thank y'all so much for being with me. However you talk to them, you know, continue with me on this journey. I'm very grateful. Every day in with gratitude, okay? That's what we're doing this week. Gratitude, attitude. So you set your whites aside for your bath, or after your bath, I'm sorry, and you have everything ready, already, okay? Now that brings me to the candle. So if you have your white candle, so there's many ways you could clean and clear a candle. Very easy. It's not like you need some special magical solution or anything like that. So first off, when you want to clean your candle, you may have to get a razor, which I'm going to have to do, but I'm not going to do that now, and peel these off. You don't want these on here. You don't want these words, because you're setting an intention on your candle. You don't want your guides to read candle plain white, warning, to prevent fire. That's not what this candle's for. So you want to remove any other words, all right? And you want to just clean it out. So what I would say is, take a little witch hazel, or you could use rubbing alcohol, anything that's a cleaner. You could use water, honestly, and just get yourself a rag. I'm not going to grab everything, so I don't want to start knocking things down. But you get a little rag or a tissue and just clean out around the inside. That's the glass, okay? Try not to get on the wax too much unless your wax is a little dirty. If it looks dirty, then you want to clear that off, but try not to wet it. And then when you wash your candle, wipe upwards, okay? Wipe upwards, clear the bottom. Now, some people, they cut the tip before they light it. I just light mine. You can just light it from there. Do not light your candle, excuse me, don't light your candle until you are getting in the bath. All right? So let me get to that before I take y'all through, because what we're gonna do after this is I'm gonna show you how to, I'm gonna tell you how to prep your bath stuff, and then we're gonna do a visualization. We're gonna do a little movement, and I'm gonna go over a daily ritual for you guys, and then I'll do my light workers reads. Oh, and everyone gets an affirmation card pulled each day. So whatever affirmation you get, you could use it for the next day, or you can use it for that day, whatever the case may be. So with your candle, you set your intention. This candle, as it burns, your intention is that it's clearing, it's cleaning it. And the more work the candle has to do, the darker this may be. Okay, it may get a little black. So don't be afraid if you're like, yo, my candle glass or my candle's burning black, or that means there's a lot of stuff that they're getting rid of. If your whole candle burns clear, that's fine. That just means, less stuff was on your vibration, or in your vibration rather. But if it does, and naturally, if it's the first time, most times you will get a little dark at the top. That's not bad. When the whole thing is black, then come talk to me. All right, because then we got to talk. That might not be all you. That could be somebody in your vibration. So dark at the top, okay. Whole thing burns black. At the end of the 7 weeks, 7 days, whoa, 7 weeks, 7 days, then just let me know. Like, my whole candle burnt black. Can you pull a card? Okay. All right. So after you set your intention, this what the candle is for, to clear, to burn away, purify anything that is toxic in your energy. You light your candle and set it in a place in your bathroom where it cannot get knocked over. So for me, I put it in a corner spot in my bathtub. Hopefully it doesn't get splashed on, or you could set it somewhere where you're not going to knock it over, or where it's safe. During this bath, I suggest, and this is my way of doing my cleansing, and I suggest it for everyone, lights out, okay? You are a newborn. You're in the womb, so it's dark. There's no light. Now, light your candle, there's your light, because you're about to be born. It's like seeing the birth canal, seeing the light, okay? It's a little bit of light. Prepping for the actual rebirth ceremony. The first day of cleansing is a rebirth, and I'm telling you now, prepare to, because it's going to happen. If it doesn't, that's fine. That's fine. But I'm letting you know now, usually, like you see when babies are born and they're smacked out into the world, and then a cold air hits them and they're like, what the hell is this? That's going to be sort of the feeling. It's going to feel like release and shock, because, well, let's go there. The bath, okay? First of all, the water is not hot. So do not think like I'm going to take a bath to wash. All right. You should have already washed for the day or whatever, took your shower. The cleansing bath is really for the cleansing. It's not to wash. Okay. I want to make that clear. The water you sit in, you should fill your tub up lukewarm, not cold and not hot. Lukewarm water, possibly up to the ankles. It shouldn't be up to your chest or here, maybe up to your waistline. I would say maybe as high as the waistline. And you're gonna take your bowl. I don't have all my stuff here in front of me, but you guys know what the items are. You're gonna take your bowl, and either if you have holy water, if you have sweet water, which is Florida water, rose water, some people, you can use witch hazel. If you use witch hazel, I would say add an oil scent to it, because I got some witch hazel today. that joint, I haven't smelled witch hazel in years, and that stuff will wake you right up. So you might want to add like a little smell that's sweet if you're going to use witch hazel. And if you have nothing, if you aren't able to get something, fill up your bowl with some cold water from the sink, pray over it, bless it. Ask that this, set the intentions in the water, that this water is meant to clear your energy, cleanse you. Trust whatever intentions you put into that water, water picks up vibration. So it's the same thing as if there's a base going outside and you have a cup of water on the table. You'll see the water going with the base. Water picks up vibration, so you putting your energy into it will be productive. So don't think like, oh, I didn't buy that actual product, it's not gonna work. Intention is everything. Okay. You know, if somebody felt like mud was cleansing, it would be cleansing. If that was their intent, that the mud is cleansing them, then that's what they would get out of it. A lot of it is intention. Okay. But the stuff I choose is also for aromatherapy. Florida water, rose water, all that stuff smells good and lifts your spirits up. So you're going to fill your bowl up halfway with water. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take whatever solution you're adding, oil, witch hazel, sweet water, Florida water, rose water, whatever waters you're going to add. You put a couple of splashes in. Okay. You take the bowl and in the tub you step. Now you stand in the tub. That's why it's important to have a tub. Some people, I know they only have showers. If you only have a shower, you can do the cleansing, but it's not going to have the same effects as sitting in the tub. So what you're going to do first is you'll take your bowl, you get in the tub, and light your candle first. Oh, you only have a shower. Okay, so you won't be able to sit in the water. I'll tell you, for people with showers only, I'll give you a I'll tell you what to do after. Okay. Thanks for letting me know. Okay. So if you have a tub, you're gonna stand in the tub, you're going to do a prayer, and that could be any. You could just say, I'm ready to start my cleansing journey, and I ask for your guidance along the way. That's it. I'm ready to be reborn, and I ask for guidance along the way. I'm going through a transition. One of these, you don't have to say all. One of any of them, something that has to do with this is what your intention, and asking for that guidance. And then you close your eyes and take your bowl, which should not be warm. The water should be cool, at like room temperature, cool. And you just pour it over your head. Now, I will tell you initially, you're going to feel like everybody may have different reactions. For me, I always feel like I'm literally coming out the birth canal. And that happens because it's like once the cold air hits you, the cold water hits you, you're going to be like, ooh. So you're already in shock, and the shock of being reborn. And then standing there with no clothes on, there's a vulnerable feeling, of just vulnerability, like realizing how human you are. Like, I'm a human being. Why am I beating up on myself so much? I'm making human mistakes, human errors. I'm learning. You know, you start to really feel how vulnerable you are and how much you are really connected to the source energy in the universe you're in. And you sit in the tub for a while, close your eyes, and just breathe and relax. Okay. And when you feel ready to get out, then you get up and you get out. But you sit in that tub till you done. Let all any emotions that might have been sitting stagnant, you let them out and just release. I would say too, if you want, bring a little bit of maybe your cell phone in, play a little music for yourself that makes you feel calm and relaxed. No songs with words. They're just music. If you're into jazz, play that. You know, if you're into R&B, some R&B sounds, but something that calms you, meditative music, whatever. And
Excuse
it'll
me.
also, yep,
I'm sorry. So when you said pour it over your head, and then after that, what did you say? Sit at that point?
sit in the tub. But first, I would say when you initially pour it over, I would take a minute before sitting. You
Okay.
know, just stand for a little bit, let the air, you know, your body feel the air. And then when you feel ready, sit.
Okay.
Yeah, sit down.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
No problem. And for those who have just showers, yeah, if you don't have a tub to sit in, what you do is, because I had to do this one time, I tried to do a cleansing while I was in Senegal, and there's no bathtub. You shower or you're taking a bucket and that's it. But in your moment, your thing is going to be standing in that energy. So you don't get to sit and kind of go woosah for a minute. You're actually going to be standing the whole time. So you would pour it over your head and allow yourself to just be reborn. Feel the cold air, feel whatever you feel, let it come out. I would say turn your shower on and just rinse a little bit, because you're not gonna be able to sit in the tub and rinse. So just rinse a little. And when you get out, immediately just make sure you sit and you meditate, okay? Because sitting in the bathtub gives you that opportunity to like sit and breathe and meditate and, and really give thanks. But when you're standing in the shower, there's kind of like an urgency. You can't, how long are you going to want to stand and be cold on top of that? So your objective is to really allow that feeling to set in. So yeah, stand for, I would say, I wouldn't go beyond 2 to 3 minutes. Just stand in that energy and feel the water as it's running down you. Just stay in that energy of being reborn. And when you're done, then you wrap yourself up quick and go into your room and start your breathing. And when you leave the bathroom, take your candles, okay? You take your candle stays where you sleep. Whatever room you sleep in, you put it where you sleep in a safe spot where it can't get knocked over. All righty. Trying to make sure I didn't forget anything. Are there any questions on that part?
Yeah. So, all right. So you remove the candle from the bath, from your, take it with you. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. When you finish taking your bath, don't put your candle out. You take it with you into your room, set it somewhere. You can always come back for the candle, just as long as eventually you bring it into your space. Okay. And just leave it lit for the entire week. All right.
Okay.
Don't put it out.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other questions before I move to the visualization and the steam routine? Oh, no, and I'm going to go over the daily ritual too before we go to that. Let's see. Oops, I'm sorry, I'm hitting my camera because I'm trying to check something. Okay. All right, so before we go to the visualization and the steam routine, your daily ritual, I'm going to send you guys a link, and it's going to be a link to a morning visualization. Every morning, if you can, or if you know that you have stuff to do very early, then find some time before that. But when you get up, do the morning visualization. It's not more than 10 or 15 minutes. And, once you do the visualization, you could go about your day. All right. What was the other thing? I'm going to also send you a link for 2 exercise videos. One is if you need a focus shift. For example, if you have an addiction or something, you feel like, oh my God, I'm having a craving. This video will get you moving to the point where you won't even be focused on whatever that was. And then I have another one that I'm leading the workout, and it's more for when somebody is getting on your nerves and you need to shift your focus. Then you click that one, okay? Or somebody is triggering you. You click that one and just follow me. All right, those are 3 links you're gonna get emailed. 2 that are gonna be like movement for focus shifting. 1 is gonna be for the morning visualization you can use every morning this week. I already told y'all, make it a point to either take the bath before these sessions or after every day of this week. Journal after each of these sessions or during it if I prompt you to. And I'm going to give you a daily affirmation each day You can use it at the start or at the end of your day, but you're each going to get your own that is going to be intuitively guided. You know, I'm just going to let your ancestors choose your affirmation for you each day, whatever they feel you need to be reminding yourself of. And I think that is it before I go to the visualization. Okay. So, and you're also going to get a copy of this recording. You'll get this. So if you still feel like I need to hear all of that again, or you didn't get to take notes or whatever, you'll get this to replay and you'll be able to follow through. And before I let y'all go, I'll do a quick recap, very quick one. All right. All right. So let's go to the guided visualization. Now, this visualization is the breaking open ceremony. What this visualization is meant to guide you to is to really be prepared to let go of emotional challenges where you have difficulty expressing emotions, expressing yourself, letting emotions out. You keep stifling emotions, things like that. This is going to be about breaking open and releasing what you really feel and giving yourself permission to feel what you feel and letting go of any issues you may have with yourself that you don't even realize. You know, sometimes we beat our own selves up worse than the world. So get yourself comfortable. You can sit in a chair with your feet flat on the ground, or you can sit on the floor with your legs crossed. If you sit on the floor, you have to cross your legs, okay? And I would say, I'm not going to do hand movements. We just starting, open to receive, open up on your lap, open to receive any messages that may come to you intuitively. So, here is my, okay. All right, so let me get to the music. And you can dim your lights if that gives you a different vibe as you go into doing breath work. Is that the beginning? Yes. All right, so sit with your palms up, open to receive. Hopefully you are able to do this and not be disturbed at this time. If you're going to be disturbed, then you'll probably have to do this after. But you are okay to dim the lights. I need to change my ambiance just a little. So, I know that sometimes music on Zoom doesn't come through that well, but really, I really just want the focus on my voice. I think I'm going to change the music. I don't like this one. Getting too much of a back feedback. Okay. So close your eyes. All of these are giving me heavy feedback. I don't really want that feedback. Is this going to be okay? Okay, that I have to work. All right, so close your eyes. We're going to start with 4 deep grounding breaths to connect you to the planet and your ancestors and your light guides and the divine. So take a deep breath in through your mouth. And as you inhale, feel as if roots are extending from the bottoms of your feet and going down into the earth. Exhale through your mouth, and as you exhale, feel these roots extending deeper, deeper and deeper, reaching for the earth's core. Let's take another deep breath in through your mouth, feeling these roots as they stretch and reach for the earth's heart. center, and exhale through your mouth and feel yourself connecting to the core, to the heartbeat of this universe that we live in. Take another deep breath in and start to feel the light force of the earth coming up these roots. Exhale and feel this energy as it comes up your legs, and your legs are relaxing. It's going up your spine. Take another deep breath in. And feel this light energy as it goes down your arms into the palms of your hands. Exhale and let this light energy travel up your throat, all the way up to the top of your head and above it. Taking one more deep breath through your mouth, in, and feel yourself glowing up as you are filled with light from above and below. Exhale and feel the union of heaven and earth within you as you feel secure, supported, light, and protected. I want you to breathe in through your nose now and out through your nose, naturally finding your own rhythm in sync with the flow of the universe. But very deep breaths in, focusing on the feeling of the air coming in your nostrils, and deep breaths out, feeling that air as it leaves your body and takes with it anything that no longer serves a purpose in your life. Every breath is a new beginning as you breathe in, and every exhale is a release of things that no longer serve a purpose. And just breathe in and out, focusing on the air going in and out your nose and allowing your subconscious, your higher self, to hear. You are at the beginning of a journey. However you see that in your mind, allow it to play out as you see it. See yourself at the beginning of an amazing journey. And I want you to breathe and walk along this path, this opening, this road, this way forward. And as you walk, visualize things falling from you. Maybe you'll see people who no longer serve a purpose in your life along the sides of your journey, your path, and continue moving forward. Maybe as you move forward, you see things falling from your body, weight. Maybe you feel the clothing, material stuff falling to the side, because on this journey, none of these things are of a concern. Make sure you are breathing, taking in light and releasing the shadows. As you continue on this journey within your subconscious mind, as you are noticing what you are leaving and what is falling away naturally, also see what is ahead. What is at the end of your journey? For everyone, it may be different. What is at the end of your journey? Let's just breathe in that. Just letting go of what you are leaving at the sides, at your wayside, and opening up to receive what you are going towards. And before you allow your subconscious self, your higher self, to continue forward. Stop and assess how you feel. How do you feel as you are leaving behind things that may have been in your energy for decades? How does it feel to be leaving behind people that have been in your vibration, become familiar? How does it feel to release things that are draining your energy? It might feel scary. It might get you feeling anxious. Breathe into these feelings and allow yourself to feel them. You may feel remorseful. You spent a lot of time in that energy. Maybe you're sad to let it go. You spent a lot of time around toxic people that didn't want to see you elevate, that didn't help you elevate. But it's comfortable, it's familiar. You know this about them. It may not be easy to let it go. Allow yourself to sit in the feeling of remorse. Allow yourself to feel anxiety, maybe worry, maybe nervousness. Allow it to play out, because it's when you try to stop your natural feelings that they turn against you. So allow yourself to feel what you feel and continue to breathe. And if you feel remorseful, allow yourself to release that feeling through tears. Sometimes it's sad to leave your old self behind, to leave old friends behind, to leave old habits behind that have become a part of how you identify yourself. It's time to find a new identity. You are none of the things you are releasing. You are everything you're walking towards. Light, love, peace, gifted. And as you settle into feeling these feelings, take a deep breath in through your mouth. Exhale through your mouth, letting some of these feelings just go out with that breath. Just let them go. Let them come out and then let them go. Take another deep breath in through your mouth. Filling yourself up with that light and love from the earth and from above. And exhale, letting go of more of what no longer serves you. Feeling no remorse anymore because it needed to go. Let's take another deep breath in through your mouth. Filling yourself up with light and love and the energy of new beginnings. Exhale through your mouth, letting go of any leftover tension or stress or overwhelm in your body. Feel it as if it's seeping down, all the way down to your feet and going down those roots into the earth to let Mama Earth alchemize it into something amazing. And let's take in one more deep breath through your mouth. Take in that light, feel that light from above as it comes down into your crown. That's the divine letting you know you are safe. Exhale through your mouth and feel that light as it like encircles and engulfs your body and just gives you that feeling of peace, safety. You are covered on this journey. Your ancestors are with you. Some of you have angelic guides with you, and the divine is why you are here. God guided you here. It is time to clear and to start anew. Take in one more deep breath as you start to return to the space you're in. Exhale and give it a sigh of relief of, just knowing that the worst is behind and the best is ahead. Move your feet, start to wiggle your toes, rub the tops of your thighs. Stretch out your arms before you open your eyes and wrap them around yourself. Give yourself a lot of love. This is a hug coming from the first ancestor that pops into your mind. And it could be an ancestor you know, it could be one you don't recognize that's connected to you. Just giving you love and support. This is the guide that is with you during this journey, the closest this week. I just saw all my grandparents. All right, slowly open your eyes. Woo. All righty. All right. So I really do hope, like, should I turn my lights back on? Let me turn my lights back. So I hope that was a great beginning for you shifting into preparation for letting go. And now we are going to do a quick steam routine. The steam routines are always meditative dancing. This one is the traditional steam routine with a few things taken out. And this one we are using to forgive ourselves for anything we might have felt was not of the light, you know. And I'll go over everything again at the end that you might have missed. Okay. But we are going to really do some movement that allows you to like just let go of baggage. A lot of times we struggle to forgive ourselves more than it is to forgive, more than it's a struggle to forgive others. Sometimes we're very quick to be like, oh, I forgive you, okay. But let yourself mess up and you'll be beating yourself up about that every day. Like, if I hadn't done that, because I did that, this happened, and that's why this happened, and I messed up. And you'll be quick to beat yourself up. So what we're going to do really quick is some movement and the song is your guide. It's going to be really saying, I forgive myself and I release everything, anything that doesn't serve me, I'm releasing it. And that's what we're going to be doing with this movement. It's very simple. Just follow me. The hardest feet movements are going to be stepped together. So it's not that difficult. And it's good for clearing fears. It's good for if you want to just feel good about yourself. This artist's name is Geminelle Rollins, and I use a lot of her music. I will also send you like the link for this song. It's a great song for waking up in the morning and getting into your energy of clearing your energy. So I'm gonna do this with you guys, and then I will do a quick recap before I'm gonna give everybody their affirmations, okay? And then I'll go to the light workers readings last. So let's go. Okay. So you start first with your palms open by your sides, open to receive. Taking a deep breath through your mouth. And exhale. Breathe in. Exhale. In. Gonna take this all the way up. Open, exhale. One more time. Exhale. Get some love from Mama Earth. As if it's water or sand, pour it over your head. Make sure you're still breathing. Then do it again to the other side. So as if you're scooping up some earth or water. Right, we're gonna do step together. Step together. Step together. Step. So we're gonna clear your path and open to receive your blessing. Open. Clear. Open. Open. Step together. Step. Step. Step slower. Together. Take that love into your heart. Releasing and then taking new love in. Let go of any heartache and bring in that love. Don't know, hands up. This is giving and receiving. Dance with your ancestors. We acknowledge them as being beside us along our journey. All the things that don't serve me now. Thank your guides. Slow it down. Step, step. Thank you, your guides, for guiding you here today. And the Most High. So you're going up from your heart center. Breathe again. All the way out. Release. Again, breathe in. Breathe out. And this time you're going to push it down into Mama Earth. Breathe out. Again. Exhale. Take your arms all the way around. Bring them together. And bring them down. Woo. Sometimes it really does feel good to get up and move. Even if it's just for like 3-4 minutes. All right. Body needs movement. So that's something you can do whenever. But yeah, that is one of the steam routines that I do whenever I feel out of sorts, and I just get up and I'll just do some breathing, shifting the energy. It does have some connection to Qigong, some of the techniques. So if you practice that, you might find familiarity in the steam stuff. So quick recap before I go over give you your affirmations and go to the light workers readings. So ceremony before the cleansing bath, journal prompts, 5 things you want to change about you, 5 things you want to achieve, 5 things you want to release or people. optional, take a selfie before your cleansing, and set your whites aside for after your bath, so they're already set up. Do not light your candle until you are getting in the bathtub, and you put it somewhere safe. Make sure you set your candle intention first and you cleaned it and everything as I showed you. And preparing your stuff in your bowl is half water and a couple of drops of the stuff the solution you're adding, the rose water, the Florida water, holy water, blessed water, witch hazel, whichever one. Okay. And then you get into the bath and you do your prayer. You set your intention over your candle and your intention with the water, and pour it over your head. Stand there for a little while, let that cold air hit you. And when you feel emotionally like I've had enough, you either get out that shower or you sit down and you sit in it for a while. Okay. And that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, I'll probably be up late tonight. So if you're going through it, just message me on Facebook, and because that's the fastest way to get my attention. And I'll help you or walk you through it if you need that assistance or guidance or anything. I'm available to y'all this week. I'm making space for you guys for the evening hours. So if you need to reach out, like, hey, I'm about to take my bath, I'm not really sure what to do, or I'm feeling weird, or I need something cleared up or whatever, let me know. Okay. And then you're gonna get this link so you could watch this again just to make sure. But I am giving an extra day, by the way. The bonus day is going to be Sunday. It's going to be coming out of your white, because technically Saturday is your 7th day in white. Really, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's your 7th day. So you wouldn't come out of white until the next day. So it's optional. If you want to come out of white, do a coming out of white ceremony, join me the 29th.